This is Change Your Mindset Podcast, the podcast that helps change your life by helping change the mindset of the 99% into the 1% mindset. Here's your host, Adrian Gomez.
Welcome back to another podcast episode of Change Your Mindset. As always, I'm your host, Adrian Gomez. The times we live in can be great. The current times we live in can be the worst. They can go either way during these times. This is one of the best times to live. This is one of the worst times to live. Unfortunately, for the majority of people, this is one of the worst times to be alive. Like I said before, so many people are depressed, suicidal, have anxiety, lonely, and so forth. Social media has destroyed a lot of people. Social media can be either bad or good, depending on how you use it. The internet can be good or bad, depending on how you use it. Majority of people use the internet and social media for the worst. People are easily distracted. People have the shortest attention spans. People care more about other people's lives and what they're doing instead of working and improving on their own. There's so many distractions in this world and in this life at the moment. It's hard to keep focus. It's hard to be disciplined. It's hard to be consistent because there's so many distractions. Whether it's family, friends, social media, partying, gaming, so many distractions right now in this world. It's hard to self-improve. It's hard to get better. It's tough. It's not easy. Because people are easily distracted. You may be focusing or working, and then you get a text message. Or you're curious what someone's doing on social media. Or you rather waste time and do something else. Or you would just rather go spend money on things you don't even need. It's so hard to improve yourself. And this is why you need to disappear. And why do I say that? Because it's hard with all your surroundings to improve and get better. That's why you need to disappear from family, friends, social media, anything that is distracting you from working on yourself, improving yourself, and getting better. If you hate how you look in the mirror, if you hate looking at your bank account and not seeing what you want to see, if you hate where you are in life, if you hate your job, you have to do something about it. You need to focus on yourself. You need to get better. You need to disappear. And why do I say this? Because we have so many distractions in this world. People are easily distracted. It's hard to keep focus, I'm not going to lie. But once you set down your phone, once you set your mind to a certain task, to a certain object, and zone in and focus on it, you will complete it. I promise you. You'll be amazed. Just get one task, one objective, focus on it. Get your phone, put it away, get away from all your distractions, and focus on it. And you will be amazed on how you finish it and how fast you will finish it. You will be amazed, I promise you. Because so many distractions in this world, that's why it takes us so long to do things, so long to improve, and so long to get better. I want people to improve. I want people to get better. And the reason why I'm bringing up this subject, to disappear, is because I have a longtime friend. Like I said, whether it's a friend, family member, and you who are listening to this podcast, I want everyone to improve. I want everyone to get better. And the reality is, you need to tell people the truth, and you need to be honest for them to get better. And when you do, it's up to them to get better or not. And sometimes, when you tell the truth, it's harsh, but it's coming from a good place. Because if you tell the truth, you want them to improve. And that's what real people do. Unfortunately, friends, families, they don't want to tell you the truth because it's going to hurt your feelings. It might make you feel down. It might make you feel bad. And that's not the point. Because now in society, people lie to you, people tell you things just to make you feel good. And that's why as a society, we're so weak, mentally weak as well. Because people tell you what you want to hear. They don't tell you the hard truth. And once you hear the hard truth, some people are too sensitive, some people are emotionally damaged, and it's too hard for them. But you actually hear the hard truth, and you realize it is true. It is up to you to get better or not. And those people that tell you the truth are real friends, real family members, and real people. Because majority of people will never tell you the truth. Even though the truth is harsh, it is the truth. And nowadays, people need to hear the truth to improve themselves and to get better. Because this victim mentality is everybody else's fault why you are where you're at in life. It's not. It's your own. So getting back to the story with my old time friend. I wanted the best for him. I want him to improve because he had a lot of potential, but he was wasting it. He always started things, never fully followed through with them. He had great ideas, but never continued with them. And so, a year and a half ago, I told him the truth. I told him what his flaws were, and I told him what he needed to hear. It was harsh, but it was the truth. It was coming from a good place, but I told him what he needed to hear in order for him to improve his life, and improve his mindset. Because that's what real friends and people do. They tell you the truth because they want you to see you get better and for you to succeed. That's all they want. Some people want the best for other people. Is that such a bad thing? No. But that's what I wanted for my friend. So I told him the truth, and a year went by. Nothing happened. He didn't improve. He didn't get better. He didn't make an effort. So I was disappointed. So I gave him one more talk. And then I told myself, this talk is going to be the same. It's going to be a harsh truth again. And whether he listens or not, that is up to him. Whether he agrees and says, yeah, you're right. I need to improve. I need to get better. I need to do better. And that's great. But if he decided not to, and if he decided to listen and not do anything about it, then so be it. That's not on me, that's on him. If he does want to improve his life, if he does want to improve himself, there's nothing more I can do for somebody that I want for them to improve. And if he didn't want to improve and didn't want to get better, so be it. I know when I need to let people go and cut them off because they don't want to improve, they don't want to get better. And I know when to stop because you cannot be a dead horse. You cannot keep trying to help people that do not want to be helped. People that do not want to get better, you can't help them. You have to let them be. And that's life, unfortunately. Even though you want people to do better, and you know they have so much potential to be great, to be successful, and to be a better person, but they don't want it. But you want it for them. And if they don't want it for themselves, so be it. You have to let them go. You have to move on. It is what it is, unfortunately. So, I told my friend again, gave him this talk one more time. And this talk was harsh, again, because of the stuff he needed to hear. And I know other people would not tell him this, because it's harsh. And people will never tell you the truth. People will never be harsh to you because they're afraid of hurting your feelings. That's the society we live in. Because a lot of people are weak. A lot of people are weak-minded. But unfortunately, I say things as it is. It's not coming from a bad place. It's coming from a good place. You might hate me. You might like me. I don't know what your opinion is of me. But my message is always will be the same. It's because I want people to get better and I want people to improve. And some people need to be pushed in order to improve. And as I've said this before, it might not be popular. You might not like what I have to say. But one thing I will always promise you is I will always tell you the truth no matter what. Whether it's harsh or whether you just don't want to hear it. I will always tell you the truth. That's who I am. That is the nature of me. So, what did I do? The second time, I told him the harsh reality, harsh truth, how he is and how he needs to get better. Months went by. Still nothing. Nothing changed. Still the same. And that talk was for nothing. So I knew I had to let it go. If he doesn't want to improve himself, if he doesn't want to get better, I can't do anything for him. I can't do the work for him. I can't help him if he doesn't want to do it on his own. So, unfortunately, I gave up on him. And that's the truth. You have to give up on people that don't want to listen, that don't want to improve. You have to give up and let them be. So that's exactly what I did. I felt like it was a lost cause, and it's unfortunate because when you care for people, you want them to get better and improve. But if they don't want to, so be it. You have to let them go, let them do what they want to do. And that's exactly what I did. So months went by, same old, nothing changed. So out of the blue, months went by, he disappeared. I didn't hear one word, one text, nothing from him. We would text all the time about what's going on in the society, what's happening, news, politics, whatever. We would talk all the time. And out of nowhere, at the end of last year, last couple months, he disappeared. I didn't hear anything from him. I didn't know what happened to him. Reached out, nothing. So, I don't know, maybe he disappeared. Maybe he got tired of me telling him the truth, the harsh truth. Or maybe he just didn't want to hear it and he's like, whatever, cut me off as a friend. Well, it is what it is. If you want people to get better, sometimes you lose friends. Because some people just don't want to hear the truth. And they rather live in a false reality, live in a world of lies, and want people to tell them what they want to hear and tell them lies. So that's exactly what I thought happened. But something happened at the beginning of this year, the first day of January. I received a text message from him, which I was surprised. So I'm going to read you the text. Like I said, the very first day, January 1st, 2024, I received a text from him. He tells me, "Happy New Year, Adrian. I just wanted to thank you for that text you sent me a couple of months ago in regards to my efforts applying to certain things. I needed to hear that. And with that, I decided to drop off the map a little bit and really focus on my health. My girl bought me lunchies so I can pack healthy lunches. And every morning and every night after work, I have begun jogging and lifting weights. I have a new plan of action and couldn't start the new year without thanking you for the harsh truth. I hate the whole new year, new me. So instead of one day, I said, today's day one, a few weeks back." That was the end of the text. Like I said, I wasn't expecting a text. I was not expecting him to hear the harsh truth and do something about it. I really thought he was a lost cause, in my honest opinion. But I'm so glad that he proved me wrong. Proved to me, not to just me, but to himself, that he can get better, he can improve on himself. And that makes me happy. And what did he do to improve himself and work on himself and get better? He disappeared. Sometimes you have to disappear in life to work on yourself and to improve yourself. Because like I said before, there's so many distractions, so many obstacles, so many ways for you to get off your path. There's so many of them. That's why you need to get away from all these distractions. And for my friend, I know he sometimes listens to these podcast episodes. I'm proud of you and I'm happy for you. I want you to keep going and keep improving on yourself. I know it's hard, I know it's tough, but you can do it. Just keep going. Take it one day at a time. And you'll be amazed at how far you will get in the long run. I know you can do it. And just like you said, not one day, but day one. And you already started your day one. And look how far you've gotten from day one to now. And how far you will keep going. That's how you get things done in life. A lot of people talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. He didn't do it. He didn't talk and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He disappeared, and out of the blue, on the new year, he messaged me. This is what he did, and thanked me for the harsh truth. I've seen a lot of people say, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to improve my life. Like I said, new year, new me, same old shenanigans. People say it all the time. But saying something does nothing for you. Actually acting on it and doing it yourself is how it gets done. I've seen so many people talk and talk about it. Friends, family, and at the end of the day, it never gets done. They might start it. They might do it for a little bit, but they fall off. They fall off their path. I've seen it so many times. It's unfortunate because people never improve. People will never get better. It's a sad truth. People talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. That's majority of people in this world. And like I said before, if you need help and you need someone to hold you accountable, I'm more than happy to be your accountability coach. And like I said, you can do that by being a Patron member. But the point is, you need to improve. You just have to do it. You have to disappear. For some people, you have to disappear. So many distractions. That's why people never get better. People never improve in this world and in this life. And it's sad to see that people never live up to their full potential. Because I see it everywhere. People just live a life every single day, never trying to improve. And you see how bad our society is. How movies, musics, social media, influencers show you a false reality. Show you all the rich and fames, all this money, all this stuff that doesn't help you improve you to get better. That's what you see in this world. That's why so many people are suffering. Because no one wants to help other people. People care more about themselves than helping others. And that's the sad truth. That's why our society is so messed up right now. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of people need help. And if it takes you to disappear in order to get better and improve and work on yourself, then that's what you got to do. You got to do it for yourself. If you can't do it for yourself, at least do it for somebody that you care about. Whether it's your kids, significant other, parents, whoever it may be. Do it for them to get better and improve yourself. Because if you win, everybody wins. So will it be one day or day one? Choice is yours. Every choice you make is yours. Your life, your choice. That's going to be it for this podcast episode. As always, I truly appreciate you for listening to this podcast. Take your time out of your busy schedule to listen to this podcast. And thank you, as always, Patreon member Blade262 for being a Patreon member. And like I said, if you need an accountability coach, I'm more than happy to be that for you in order for you to improve and to get better. Because you have to. No more waiting around saying, I'm going to do it one day. You need to get started and you need to do it. Stop wasting time. You lose every single day that you don't improve. And that's on you. As always, please subscribe to the podcast to keep up with current episodes every single week. And please share with other people because it truly helps get this podcast out and gets the message out to help others that need to hear this message in order for them to improve their life. Thank you guys again. I wish you the best. Take care of yourself, improve every day, and be safe out there. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Change Your Mindset podcast. Be sure to tune in every week for a new episode. As always, change your mindset to change your life.